Hello guys, how are you doing? Let me trust you're doing good. Welcome once again to this video. Today, we are going to fix this computer. So this laptop, the owner said that it just sparks and it died. So I don't know what happened. So in short, this laptop is not powering on at all. It is doing nothing. When you try to switch, as you can see, it's nothing. Maybe the battery is not having any power. So we are going to power on with the power supply as we see what is happening with the power supply, whether the laptop is shorted or it isn't taking any power. Uh, I can see I have the big pin. I need the blue pin plug, which I have no idea where it is. Oh yeah, I got it. So we need this plug for the blue pin. Then we are going to plug in and see our power supply what it is doing. Yes, 31 milliamps. That's a good sign. 198. So it's powering on at 170 milliamps. Hmm, Okay, what does this mean? Because this initial start, that's 2 milliamps. For this 840, that's not good. It seems like there's a short. Yes, because 30 milliamps it's too much for this laptop. If it was a big computer, if it was a big one, uh, I would have said it is okay. But this is not the gaming laptop. Yes, for the gaming laptop, 30 milliamps is good. So let's disassemble and see what is wrong with it inside. So the owner said the laptop just died. Because when I open the back lid, I can see it seems like somebody tried to repair it because there's some sign of frozen here. Yes, it seems like somebody tried to heat it up. Again, I can see the BIOS. It seems like the BIOS has been programmed because I can see we have so many solder paste there, soldering paste there. So let me remove the battery. Let me remove the battery. The battery is out. When the battery is out, we can try to power on. Maybe the battery is the issue. Let's try to power on without the battery and see actually what is wrong with it. Uh, Plugged in 28 milliamps. Yes, the laptop seems to be powering on at 180 milliamps, which is not good. Now let's disassemble it and have a look at what is wrong with it. Somebody has tried to repair this laptop. There I can see there are so many signs of it around. So let us disassemble it and check what is wrong. So far, I can see other than somebody trying to repair it and some signs of soldering paste, I don't see anything else. So I believe this is about us about trying to. We shall we shall check actually whether we have anything else which will be our suspect. But so far we are just working on the BIOS and what. And by the way, the laptop which doesn't power on completely. That's 170 milliamps. That means that that's incomplete powering, and that is one of the signs of the BIOS when the BIOS is corrupted. When the BIOS is corrupted, that is the first sign that it could read that value. So the back lid is out, not the back lid, that back chases. Hmm. I don't see anything wrong with this board. However, we are just going to have it out, then we can work on it on the bench. Yes, because I like us to check the motherboard alone without interference of the chases. It seems the keyboard has been disconnected. That is why I can see the keyboard is not yet disconnected. So let's remove the keyboard from the other side. The keyboard is out. See, yeah, this is modified backlight. You see, so this keyboard was not the one we should have the backlight, but somebody modified it. Huh? Yes, this is a backlight modification. As you can see, this is a different. This is a backlight itself. This is for the backlight keyboard, but this keyboard seems to be not backlit or what? I don't know. I just have it aside. Now I have the motherboard out and the hinges. These hinges are broken. Yes, the hinges for this laptop are broken. Need to put aside this. Put this one aside. Yes. Now I have the motherboard. Now I have the motherboard. Any physical damage? I can see. But the other side, yes, I can see somebody. There's some heat here. Somebody disordered this. I think. Maybe that is our suspect. Maybe that is our problem. Anyway, we are going to work on it. I believe we are going to change that IC first, even before we proceed. Or we can measure. We can test. We can measure that line for that IC whether it is having any short or not. Using my digital multimeter, I'll put my meter in continuity mode, tipping mode. Then I want to see. I want to see the. I like to see the readings for that. I like to see the readings for this circuit. Plug probe to the ground. The other probe to that inductor. 9.6. That's not good. Yeah, I have 0 ohms. Yeah, 0 ohm. So this is a short. That's not good. So I don't know whether the short is coming from the 0 ohms. Bad news. Let's hope that our short is coming from the input for these supplies. So what you're going to do, you're going to remove these inductors, these two of them. I have the two here. I'm going to remove them so that I disconnect the side where there is a CPU. I disconnect it from the input line. Then from there we shall repeat testing it again. Then check whether the short is from beyond from the input of these inductors or from the output. If the short is at the output, it means we have a short with the CPU. If the short is at the input, it means we have a short with the input power supply. Now, even before this, I forget to test whether we have a short in the main power leg. Since I've just decided to remove this inductor, let's just go ahead anyway. So that's the big inductors are out. Now we are going to test whether I have the short at the output or the input line. My meter as always, as I wait for these inductors to cool down. This part whereby I remove the IC to cool down. Let's check the main power line whether they are shorted. The main power line is not shorted. This is not good. Now you can see I have 20 ohms. The other side, nothing. What about the 0 ohms? There is nothing. Why am I having 0 ohms here? You can see the output of this power line. That you can see the output is going where? Let me just bring it closer for you. My black probe the ground. Then you can see where there was an inductor. The inductor was there. It was connecting this point to this point. Same case here. I had an inductor connecting this side to this other side. Right, you can see the track. The track which is going. The output of these power lines are going where? Are going into the CPU. So what does that tells you? Hmm? As you can you see the resistance? It is zero. So zero resistance for the CPU, bad. It's bad news. So it means the CPU is shorted. It means the CPU is shorted. Yes. And in that particular point, I am not able to fix. But anyway, we are going to proceed and try to see whether we can do some miracles. We're going to try to see whether we can do some miracles. So first, I will disconnect I will remove the heatsink. Sorry for that. Remove the heatsink. Once I have the heatsink out, I'm going to boot back. I'm going to solder back those in my inductor. I'm going to solder back my inductor. You can see even the CPU have no thermal paste. I don't know what happened. Somebody really did some job here. So let me just and normally these CPUs normally have a certain step surrounding it, and it seems like it has been removed. So let me hope whatever happened before that step was removed. Uh, it wasn't something which caused this CPU to get shorted. So let me replace this IC, which is the power supply. This is the PMIC, which supplies power to the PCH. That IC is out. I think I have a replacement here. I can have a replacement here. Now I replaced an IC and then I put back the MOSFETs. I know it is of no significance, but you just need to try. You just have to try and see whether the problem will be fixed or not. However, out of the measurements I took, out of the measurement and my experience and the facts, you could see that I have low resistance. I know the CPU normally pimps and to have some resistance, but not as low as 0 point something. Yes, when you find that the resistance for the CPU is below 1 ohms, that means that CPU is dead, and that CPU is dead, and there's nothing you can do with that. It could be the CPU itself, or it could be the PCH. So this is the PCH chipset. Then you have the CPU chipset. So that output, you could see that it was having it was having zero resistance, which means that short is directly going into the CPU. I believe you can see this track. Can you see the track? Yes, the output for this power supply, it goes directly inside to the CPU, and the readings for that is what? Your meter in continuity mode, one probe to the ground and the other probe to the output line, which is reading what? 0, 0.3. That is 0. Yes, 0.9, 0.8, 0.7. All of them are 0. So guys, I'm so sorry for this motherboard. Yes, it has left us in peace. Yes, it has left us in peace. We tried, but there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do about it. Yes, plug in. Uh, when you plug in, it's powering at 100 milliamps. Yes, which is very bad. 150 milliamps, very bad. And it goes off. It will restart again, restarting at 60. That's what I can say. This is very bad for this. And can you try to solder in a new BIOS? Let's solder in a new BIOS because this BIOS also seems to have been programmed. So I'm going to write a new BIOS for this. I know we are doing nothing. Since we've confirmed this motherboard is dead, we're just trying to see whether we will have some miracles which will happen, which I know there will be no miracle. I know there is nothing like miracle. Yes, if it is gone, it is gone. Mm. If it is gone, it is gone. Programmed new BIOS. Let's wait. Let's power on and see the magic. Yeah, I call it magic because there is nothing we can do to revive this. Plugged in 30 milliamps, and I told you the 30 milliamps with this motherboard very bad. Yes, this motherboard should read at least 20 milliamps, not at least between 0.07 to max 20 or 19, sometimes 25, but 32, that is very bad. Yes, still I have the same. In fact, this one is worse. This one is reading 80 milliamps. Restarting back to 24, then up to 90 milliamps. In fact, this chip is very bad than the other one, and I am very certain this chip which I just soldered back is 150% working fire. So guys, I don't want to keep you more. I'm just going to boot back the original chip for this. Then I assemble back the laptop for the customer. Then I'm going to inform him about the bad news. That's because it's a bad news and there's nothing we can do once we arrive at that point. You could see the resistance for the CPU is 0 ohms, which is very bad. That means the CPU is dead. So guys, thank you so much for being patient. So we haven't helped the customer, but sometimes it happens. Yes, it happens. We try our best when it is beyond our capabilities. We just release them to coin pizza. Yes. So thank you so much, guys, and please subscribe to our channel, share with your friends, and give us a comment. In case you have an issue with your laptop, you can send it to us. Maybe we shall, maybe God willing, we might be able to help you. Again, in case you are interested in learning about laptop repairs, we do teach both online and offsite. If you're interested in whichever module, you can just contact me. Then we can arrange the logistics on how we can assist each other. So thank you so much, guys, and please let's see each other in the next video. Please don't forget to subscribe and have a beautiful day.